the Mariners and the Reds are not teams known for hitting the baseball that much. Both of them rely about 50% of their runs via the home run, and the Mariners hit a home run today. But it was a grand slam. But their other 4 runs did not come via a home run, so 50% of their runs via the home run. 0% of the Reds' runs today came via the home run because they had 3 hits and none of them did anything. They got no runs today. George Kirby goes to 8-8 with a 3.57 ERA. Player of the game, Cal Raleigh, 1 for 5 with a home run, 2 strikeouts, 5 ribbies, and actually lost 3.8% win probability. My player of the game was Victor Robles, 4 for 4, 2 runs scored and a steal. George Kirby, 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, no runs, none earned, of course, 6 strikeouts. Reds overall, 3 hits, 3 bases, 2 steals, 4 left on base, 1 error, and multiple double plays that they tried to turn that didn't. Mariners, 8 runs on 13 hits, 1 homer, 17 total bases, no errors. We can go over the scoring real quick here. And the bottom of the 5th, Julio Rodriguez singles on a ground ball to Ellie De La Cruz. Victor Robles scores. Randy Arozarena to second. And Julio would end up leaving the game here because the Ellie De La Cruz ball unfortunately hit him somewhere between the leg and the rear end. And it looked like he was a little bit injured there, so they brought him off his feet. We'll know more later. Bottom of the 7th, Colt Emerson out on a sacrifice fly to J.J. Bleday. Victor Robles scores. Cincy, nothing. Seattle, 2. Then Weston Wilson doubles on a line drive to Spencer Steer. Luke Raley scores. Randy to third, 3-0. And then runners on second and third. The Reds decide that they're going to go ahead and put up the 4 for Dom Canzone. And then this happens.
Fly ball! Blasted! Way back and gone! Grand slam, Cal Raleigh! Want a redo?
That's what you do when somebody disrespects you. That's what you do right there. Well done, Cal Raleigh. You gonna walk the lefty to get to me? You want this? All right, I'll give it to you.
That's right. That's Cal Raleigh pouncing on a first pitch fastball down the middle for a grand slam to make it 7-0 Seattle. And then after that, Cal Raleigh grounds into a force out. And that ends up with Dom Canzone out at second, Cal to first, 2 out, Cincy nothing, Seattle 8. And that is the end of the game. Mariners did not have to play the 9th inning. Kirby, 6 innings pitched, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. Davila, and a clean inning. Wilcox walked 1, and Rucker had a clean inning with 3 strikeouts. It was not an immaculate inning, but that's fine. We would love to see some immaculate innings, but we don't have to. Overall, the double came from Weston Wilson. The home run came from Cal Raleigh. Randy Arozarena had 2 bases on singles. Canzone, Emerson, Naylor had 1 base. Cal had 4. Raley had 1. Robles had 4. Julio had 1. Wilson had 2. Emerson had an RBI. Cal had 5. Julio had 1. Julio's up to 42 RBIs on the year, and Cal's up to 34. Julio's RBI came with 2 outs, so that's great. Sacrifice fly from Colt Emerson. Mariners went 4 for 10 with runners in scoring position while still leaving 9 on base. That's a 40% with runners in scoring position. Mariners did allow several of the Reds to reach second base, singles, couple of walks given up. The Mariners gave up, 1 walk to 2 walks today, and I believe both of them actually made it to second base, but the Reds were 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position. Ellie De La Cruz had a steal, his surprisingly 15th of the year. I thought he would have been closer to 30 by this point, and then Myers had his 6th steal. The Reds left 4 on base. They only had 4. They had 5 base runners, 6 base runners, but the Mariners turned 2 double plays. The Reds only had one error, Stevenson, a throwing error. Reds could have had 3 errors on Elliot de la Cruz, but you cannot issue an error on a double play when 1 out is recorded. That's just part of MLB scoring rules. Overall, let's take a look at how the Mariners performed. J.P. Crawford was scratched from the game. I'm not 100% sure why. Randy Arozarena 2 for 3 with a run and a walk. He looked really good at the plate. Julio 1 for 3 with a ribby. He did strike out once and got pulled with a potential injury. Weston Wilson came in and played right field and third base for him. So that was 1 for 2 with a ribby and a run. Dom Canzone 1 for 4 with a walk and a strikeout. Looked very good. Cal Raleigh 1 for 5 with 5 RBIs, a run scored, and 2 strikeouts. He looked better at the plate. He was able to pounce on a meatball. Unfortunately, the second time he had runners in scoring position, which was all 3 bases occupied. He wasn't able to cash in, but it was okay. Josh Naylor looks lost at the plate, going 1 for 5, lowering his season batting average from last week at .268 to this week at .253. Not good. He looks lost at the plate. No power, no pop, and it's bad. Cole Young went 0 for 3 with a walk. Again, young kid. Victor Robles 4 for 4 with 2 runs and a steal. Buddy Kennedy went 0 for 2. Luke Raley, pinch hit for him, went 1 for 2, and he played right field, and Weston Wilson moved over to third. Colt Emerson 1 for 3, a run scored, and a ribby with a strikeout and a sacrifice fly. Mariners struck out 7 times today, walking 3 times while striking out their opponent 9 and walking their opponent twice. All of this was very, very good. Mariners did not have to... The Mariners did not have to go ahead and do anything weird today. The Mariners were just able to score. I had predicted at the beginning of this game that there would be 12 hits between the 2 teams throughout the entire series, and I was wrong, and I'm happy to be proven wrong. So that's very excellent to see that that's the situation the Mariners are in. Situational hitting was there. They executed a sacrifice fly. They hit a grand slam. They had balls in play. And yes, sometimes things happened that allowed the balls in play to move. 8 RBIs on 8 runs and 3 walks. Mariners looked really good. Cal was incredibly happy after getting that grand slam. Yes, his batting average went down to 163, but his OPS actually went up to 573. So wonderful to see that. Absolutely loving that's a thing. Overall, I think we need to figure out something about the injury situation, though. Because if Julio misses more time and JP misses time, it's pretty much a lineup from Tacoma with Cal and Dom and Naylor and Victor Robles. But Victor Robles is not an everyday starter. I don't know what the best option is, so hopefully we find out good news in the morning. The Rangers today lost by... The broadcast said that it was a laugher, so let's go ahead and see. Wow, Philly beat the Dodgers 10-7. Where are the Rangers? Yeah, it was a laugher. The White Sox beat the Rangers 10-3. And the Angels beat the Cardinals 3-2. So that's great. Thank you for tuning into the video. You can find me at plenty of other platforms, including YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, and my website, Sammy5436.org. You can find me on Patreon at Sammy5436. I'm also on the Blue and White site at Sammy5436 for $6.99 a month. And for just $4, you can book me on Cameo. If you don't think that your video is going to be appropriate for Cameo, go to the other site and we can talk about it. I have decided that over the next couple of weeks, there's going to be some cool stuff happening. Number 1, I am still doing 20% of all Cameo proceeds, however Cameo does it, will be sent to, automatically, will be sent to the Firehouse Subs Foundation. And between today, July 15th, 2026, and the 1st of September of 2026, I will be going ahead and taking $5 out of every $25 that I make from content and donating it to a club at my alma mater. So that's 7 cameos, and it's going to be pretty cool. And thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.